Hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial. So in this tutorial we will talk about this amazing Kiwi based chatbot which is connected with 4 to 5 different sources. How it brings the information from those sources and show it to the user, all that thing we will experience and learn in this video. And do not skip any part of this video. Watch this from the beginning till the end completely so that you can understand the concept of the chatbot and also how the chatbot has been developed, because in the later section of this video I will share with you the coding part as well. Okay, what all things have been put in the back end for making it work like the way it is working. Okay, so stay tuned and let's dive into the tutorial right away to check out the functionalities of this chatbot. So this is what the user will see when he will first open the chatbot on his or her device. Okay, so there is a button on which we have this written let's chat. If the user clicks it, he gets redirected to this beautiful screen where he gets to see a welcome message. Now if he wants to get rid of this message, he can simply click this message and the message will go disappear. Okay, so now what all pipelines are there in the back end in place with which this chatbot can interact and bring us the information from. So let's talk about the first pipeline, which is this get news. So whatever pipelines have been created, for each pipeline we have a unique function, and each function has been put in this main.py file. Okay, so it's the KivyMD's main.py file in which all the functions have been put, and we will go through the functions one by one. Okay, so this is the first one, get news. So if you want to get news of some sports related things or anything, let's say business or education, so how you will get it? Let me show that to you first. We will first see the code and then we will see it practically happening in the chatbot. So if you type something like business in your input, or sports or tech or science, so what it will do, the chatbot will hit this function get news, and it will bring for you the information related to business or sports or whatever you will pass as an input. Okay, let's check it out. So I would like to see the information related to sports. So latest, okay, latest sports related information I would like to see. Okay, so as you can see, in the back end, it hits the API which is there in place. Let me show that to you. Okay, so this is News API client that we are using. We generated an API key, okay, which we have saved in this variable called news. I'm sorry I cannot share the API key with you, but you guys can also visit the News API official site and you can generate an API key and simply put it over here. Okay, and this code will work. So this is what is happening here, and it will bring for us the articles, okay, the title, description, and the relevant text. Let's check it out on the chatbots. This is what we have received through this input. Anushka Sharma glows, holds Virat close and unseen photo as they leave for Team T20 World Cup. In the photo, Anushka Sharma wears a simple black tee. All the information related to this news we have over here. Okay, you want to try something else? Let me do that. Science fiction. Okay, let's send the input. Okay, so we have the output over here, 150 million year old. Okay, all the information related to this news is also there at the bottom. So this is how this chatbot works when it comes to getting the news from News API. Right, let's check out the second function, which is get current weather. Okay, so if you want to get the weather of a particular state or country, so you can simply put these things in your input and it will do the needful. The chatbot will handle the remaining things. So if you'll put weather, in your input somewhere, so it will pull the information, weather information of Jammu and show it to you. Okay, let me just do that. Weather of Jammu, and let's do that. Okay, so we can see that we have the weather of Jammu over here. We can see the cloudiness is also there, temperature is this, humidity, wind speed, and all the things. Now, if you want to pull the weather condition of any other state or country, you can simply put the name over here, or else you can also make this thing dynamic. Now, instead of having a hard coded value for the state or country, you can make it dynamic by putting a variable, a temporary variable you can use, and then whatever name you will pass through the front end, it will go in that variable and it will simply hit this function which will bring for you the information, the weather information of that particular state, and show it to you on the chatbot like this. So this is the second pipeline. Let's check out the third one. So these are simple interaction things which have been defined over here. Let's say if you say hello to the chatbot, how it will respond or what it will respond with. So for hello, it will say hello, how can I assist you today? Okay, if you say goodbye, fine, or let me get some other thing. What is your name? If I type, so what will the chatbot respond with? Let's check it out. I am AI chatbot. You can ask anything. Okay, so this is what it has replied with. Fine. So that's how you can configure it. If you want to configure it based on some FAQs, based on some predefined information or predefined FAQs. So you can simply put the FAQs like this, and then the chatbot will automatically take it. Fine. So this is the third pipeline which I just showed you. Let's check out the fourth one, which is okay. So we are done with news. Current weather condition is also something that we have covered. Okay, let's check out the ChatGPT integration. Now, if you are typing some random thing, let's say would like to know the basics of trigonometry. So what will happen then? Let's check the if control statements. So none of these statements is true for this particular input which I am passing. So automatically what the interpreter will do, it will execute this line of code which is hitting the function named chat completion. Okay, and what it will do, it will hit the open AI and it will bring for us the information related to this input which we will send through the chatbot. So let's see it practically. So we have sent the chat input, and as you can see, something in the back end is happening. It is hitting the open AI, and let me check the response. Okay, we do have the response over here. So we asked for the basics of trigonometry and it has given us all the relevant information like this. Okay, so there is sine, cosine, tangent, right? All these functions we use in trigonometry. So we have the relevant information. Let's check out if we can uh, get the information related to Akshay Kumar. Okay, so here I have typed this incorrectly. The spelling of information is incorrectly typed. Let's see whether the chatbot will be able to give us the information or not in case if the spelling is incorrect. So because it is chat GPT, right? So it will definitely give us some response. I cannot provide specific information about Akshay Kumar as I do not have access to real-time data or the ability to browse the internet. Fine, so no problem. Let's check it out. Check out something else. Tell me about Wikipedia. Fine. So now I'm asking the chatbot to let me know about the things related to Wikipedia. And yes, ChatGPT has replied this question with this information. So this is how you can connect your KivyMD chatbot with ChatGPT. Now comes the last pipeline, which is the Django function pipeline. So if you see over here, I have configured a function named get local weather. Okay, and this is what it is doing. So basically, if this function gets executed by the interpreter, if the interpreter gets a chance to execute this function, what it will do, it will hit this API, it will hit this link, and it will bring for us the required information and show it to us on the chatbot simply. Right, that is what we are doing with this small code. So if there is something called local in the input that has been passed to the chatbot, so this function will be executed, and this function, if gets executed, it will hit this API. Now what is this API? So by default, as you know, Django runs on port number 8000. So I've created a Django application, okay, which is currently running on port 8000, and I have a function named information in this application. So if something like this happens, if the get method gets executed, so the weather info will become sunny with a chance of rainbows, and I will be showed this message on the chatbot. So let me show it to you once so that you can also get a feel of it. So what I have to type is local information, and let's pass it as an input and see what's going to happen. So I need to come down, sunny with a chance of rainbow. Okay, let me do it again. Local info, local info, let's say. Okay, so as you can see, I'm hitting the backend, which is on Django, through the KivyMD application, and I'm getting this response. If I change this to something like uh, successfully connected KivyMD with Django, congratulations. So let's see whether we will get this as an output on the chatbot front end or not. Okay, so the chatbot is ready and the backend is also ready. It's working on, it's accessible on 8000 right now. And let me come on the chatbot and simply pass this as an input. Successfully connected KivyMD with Django. Congratulations. Right. So that's how you can connect KivyMD with Django, and then you can create different functions over here, and then accordingly you can configure the conditions over here in the KivyMD main.py file so that you can hit Django accordingly as per the requirement. Fine, so that's it from my side in this lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed this application a lot. If you want the code of this application, do let me know in the description section, or you can contact me on my WhatsApp number also, which is getting reflected on your screens right now. That's it from my side. I hope you guys enjoyed this lecture. Do not forget to like and share this video in your group. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care and have a great day ahead, guys.